Are you thinking of starting a new FIFA 22 career mode but need some inspiration on which club to manage? Well, here are 3 excellent team choices for your next FIFA 22 save. The first stop is the Premier League with Brighton, who have an officially licensed stadium. They have very easily achievable board expectations and a healthy starting transfer budget of just over 33 million. However, to push Brighton to the next level, I do think they need to make a couple of big signings, so I do recommend giving them a 10 million financial takeover. Brighton's default formation is a 5-3-2, but I do recommend putting Marc Cucurella in at left wing back and maybe signing a new centre back. Brighton's best players who you should be looking to build your squad around are the real face goalkeeper with an 83 potential, Robert Sanchez. Real face goalkeeper out on loan in Season 1, Kel Sherpen. Sadly, not yet with a real face, the aforementioned Marc Cucurella with a potential of 85. Real face right wing back with a potential of 84, Tariq Lamptey. Polish central midfielder with a real face and a potential of 83, Jakub Moder. Real face central midfielder with a potential of 86, Yves Bissouma. Another real face central midfielder, Enoch Mwepu. Adding a bit of flair to the Brighton midfield is the Argentina international Alexis McAllister, also with a real face. Brighton also have a couple of excellent young players out on loan, Abdullah Sima on loan at Stoke with a potential of 84 and Kasper Kozlowski with a potential of 85. When scouting for youth academy players in a Brighton career mode, I would suggest looking in England, Scotland and the Republic of Ireland. Because Brighton are blessed with so many game faces, I would suggest any transfer targets also have a star head. An excellent choice would be Nordi Mukiele from RB Leipzig, who can play right back and centre back. He's 23 years of age, overall of 80, potential of 84 and should cost around 25 million. And add to that an excellent real face striker in Luka Jovic from Real Madrid. He's 23 years of age, overall of 79, potential of 84 and should cost around 30 million. But if you don't fancy going straight to the Premier League, why not go to the Spanish second tier, to another team with an officially licensed stadium, Las Palmas, who place high importance on youth development but do have a low starting transfer budget of 5.7 million, so I do recommend a 10 million financial takeover. The default formation for Las Palmas is a 4-1-4-1, but unlike Brighton, sadly, they don't have too many real face players or players with a high potential. However, one thing Las Palmas do have is one of the most colourful and best goalkeeper kits in FIFA 22 Career Mode. Las Palmas do have some decent players who you should be looking to build your squad around, including one of my favourite real face players in FIFA 21 and in FIFA 22, Enzo Leodis, central defensive midfielder with a potential of 82. Teenager Alberto Molero with a potential of 82. On loan from Watford is a real face left midfielder, Adalberto Penaranda. Another loanee, this time from Real Betis, is the right midfielder Robert with a potential of 81. And finally, the well-travelled real face striker Hesse. With Las Palmas having a critical youth development board expectation, if you're lucky enough to have one, make full use of your homegrown talent and get him straight in to the starting 11. When scouting for new youth academy players in the Las Palmas career mode, I suggest scouting in Spain, Portugal and South America. In recent years, Las Palmas have had some success in recruiting young players from South America, so I recommend your transfer targets are all from that region. Including Felipe Mendes from Union Espanola, is a central defensive midfielder 21 years of age, overall of 73, potential of 83 and should cost around 6 million. Christian Medina from Boca Juniors is a central midfielder 19 years of age, overall of 70, potential of 82 and should cost around 3.5 million. Carlos Alcaraz from a Racing Club is a central attacking midfielder 18 years of age, overall of 70, potential of 83 and should cost around 5 million. And finally, Jose Manuel Lopez from Lanús, he's a striker 20 years of age, overall of 73, potential of 84 and a price around 6.5 million. And the final challenge is to take over at Marseille and try to compete with Paris Saint-Germain. Just like the other 2 team choices, Marseille also have an officially licensed stadium and a transfer budget of 20.4 million. Which should be enough for the transfer targets, but just in case, give yourself an extra 10 million by way of a financial takeover. Marseille's default formation is a 4-3-3 holding, and they have a very good mix of real face players, experienced players and some wonder kids. Kicking off with 3 real face goalkeepers including Pau Lopez, Steve Mandanda and Simon Napadouembu. On loan from Arsenal with a terrible generic face but a potential of 86, William Saliba. A centre-back with a real face and a potential of 83, Duje Kaletikar. Argentina centre-back with a potential of 82, Leonardo Belletti. Right-back with a potential of 81, Paul Lirola. A real face central defensive midfielder very close in real life to finalising a move to Atletico Madrid next season is Boubacar Kamara. Another player on loan from Arsenal is a real face central midfielder with a potential of 86, Matteo Guendouzi. Right midfielder with a potential of 82 is Esse Gebreseus. And finally, a young striker you might want to send out on loan with a potential of 81, Bamba Dieng. When scouting for youth academy players in a Marseille career mode, I recommend scouting in France and then a French-speaking African country like Algeria, the Ivory Coast or Cameroon. For transfer targets in a Marseille career mode, I recommend trying to sign some highly rated young players from other French clubs, including striker from Angers, Mohamed Ali Chow. He's only 17 in career mode, overall of 70, a potential of 85 and should cost around 4 million. Another good addition to the Marseille squad would be Enzo Lefebvre from Lorient. He's a central midfielder, 21 years of age, overall of 73, potential of 83 and should cost around 6 million. Quentin Merlin from FC Nantes, he's a left back, 19 years of age, overall of 66, potential of 83 and should cost around 2 million. And finally, a double swoop from Saint Etienne. First up, Lucas Gurner, who's a central defensive midfielder, overall of 71, a potential of 82 and should cost around 3.5 million. And then follow that up with Adol Aucic, 73 overall, potential of 80, real face and a price of around 6 million. So if you were thinking of starting a new FIFA 22 career mode but you were unsure of what team to use, then you are welcome. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please remember to tune in next time, but until then, it's FCG out.